Witi. How are you today?
Hi, Miss Linda. I'm good. Thank you. How about you?
I feel great today. Uh,
Wow, that's
Thank you so
awesome.
much for your time. Um,
Yeah, never mind.
I I'm interested in your job. I think it's really unique. You are a shadow teacher, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. But
Um,
I became a shadow teacher by accident. Mm,
could you tell me a bit more about your job? What is shadow teacher?
well, shadow teacher, in my own term or opinion, yeah, this is not for like the international shadow teacher or something like that. So for me personally, shadow teacher and what I do is actually like helping a special needs student, in my case autism, to be able to attend a normal school, that we call it like inclusive school, that allows special needs students with some degrees of, what is it called, like some degrees of academic degrees that they are allowed to attend to, something like that. But yeah, the school will require like a sidekick for the students to help them to cope up with the lesson at school, something like that.
Okay. What do shadow teachers do specifically in Indonesia?
Mm, basically, like they are staying at school during the school hour, from the beginning of the lesson until the end of the lesson at the school day. They sit next to the student, they accompany the student, they assist the student with their work, and make sure that the student are on track with the lesson, something like that. And then sometimes when the student needed like some rest, or usually with the special needs students, they are going to have like tantrum, something like that. So they are actually making sure that the teacher at class still able to conduct their lesson without the special needs students being a center of attention, or making chaos in the classroom.
So you're in the class as well with the student.
Yeah, I'm sitting right beside the student,
Oh,
and usually the student are yeah, and then usually the student are placed at the back side of the class to make sure that it is not really like bothering or disturbing another students.
interesting. Since now schools are closed and every student learns at home, what challenges do you face since the pandemic started?
For me, because yeah, during the pandemic, what is the good point for me as a shadow teacher? Actually, like I still have my job. For my some for some of my friends which are shadow teacher, they are actually stay at home, so they just like basically like being let off by the parents. So for me, I still have that chance, like because of the parents request as well. And my house is close to the student, so every day I come to the student's house to help him with his online classes.
Okay, so you still teach your students from morning until afternoon. Is it like that?
Yeah, yeah, basically not like teaching, I'm just like assisting him, like supporting him, like helping him, uh making sure that he is able to follow his class pace, and then like finishing all his homeworks and projects and schoolwork, something like that.
Is it some kind of uh, isn't it similar to what private tutors do?
Kind of, I'd say. but more or less like, yeah, because like maybe the difference is only like when you are being a private tutor or private teacher, it will not be like in a long period, maybe like just the maximum is like only about 2 hours. But for me, I have to stay in his house like during office hour, like in the morning when school starts until the afternoon. Even after the school finish, I have to help him with his project, his homework, his schoolwork, something like that that he hasn't finished.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, I know, it's like actually like a long day.
Okay. Uh, in your opinion, uh, what what is your opinion on online teaching?
Online teaching for me personally, it was horrible at first because yeah, everybody needs to get used to that, right? And then yeah, the internet problem, the transition time, and so on. Like even me and my student were having a hard time settling down ourselves, getting used to them, and then about the internet connection and stuff. And for the special needs student, their mood swing actually like bouncing around. So I still have to deal with that kind of like emotion, and then I still have to make sure like, yeah, for special needs students, like virtual learning is like in the other world. So basically like I'm the one who is learning with the teacher, and then after school, I'm going to transfer that what I have learned, like to make sure that he knows what was the teacher talking about, something like that. And to make sure, yeah, like I have to make sure that he knows, he understand what was the teacher's point, something like that. Then was really really challenging.
So you learn and you teach at the same time.
Yeah, like maybe like this will be like I'm more like, yeah, maybe for most of parents which they are like helping their child at home,
What is the
so I can feel
most
them.
what is the most challenging subject that you had to that you had to learn in order to teach your special needs student during the pandemic, okay, during the online teaching?
Mm, mostly when it's related to language, yeah, language like English, bahasa, and then science. Yeah, most like the academic, because my students is actually good in math. Yeah, so he doesn't have or he doesn't really have problem with math. But when it comes to like word problem, yeah, that will be a problem. So basically he has a tendency like, yeah, it's hard for him like to, what is it called, to grasp the, what is it called, like a storyline, or like, yeah, something like that. His
how
comprehension,
how
his language
about
comprehension, that's the problem.
how about subjects like music and sports?
Oh, music, yeah. Well, his music teacher is actually like a savvy like internet user, something like that. So what is he currently doing is making a, what is that called, a online digital music maker, something like that. So basically they
Wow.
have they make a digital music using an application.
Wow, okay. This is something new for me.
Yeah, maybe like even me, I learned a lot about that.
Okay, last question. If you can summarize your job into one sentence, what would it be?
This is hard. My job in a sentence, I'd say it is challenging, of course, definitely, but it's interesting as well because yeah, I learned quite a lot, especially like yeah for music. Like yeah, as I said, like it's new digital music making. What is that? I did not know that when I wasn't with him. And then what else? Yeah, online like yeah, teaching resources, teaching application that the teacher used during their teaching session. I can learn from them as well. Well, this is more
Okay.
than a sentence, I guess.
Yes, yeah, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, it's understandable. Okay. Thank you, Miss Viti. This is really such an insightful discussion. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Miss Linda. I'm more than happy to be able to help you. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.